Hey everybody, welcome to BeeKru. I am so excited to be doing this video today. Ever since the first time I went to Roundup Rodeo back in August, I have been dying to go back, so I am so excited to be doing this review for you guys. This restaurant can be found in Toy Story Land in Disney's Hollywood Studios, so you can go on Toy Story Mania, go on Slinky Dog Dash, and then hop right over to Roundup Rodeo for a meal. I know Disney restaurants can get a bit pricey, so you're probably wondering how much it's going to cost you to dine in Andy's room. For adults, it's going to range from $35 to $59.99, and for the kiddos, it's going to be $25. Something super cool about this dining experience that you can't find at all Disney restaurants is that this meal is actually served family style. So they'll come out with a platter of food, they'll come out with a selection of sides, and then you and your family members have your own plate and you can scoop food from the middle of the table onto your own individual plates. I love having meals family style because once I finish my plate, I can always go back into the middle of the table for more. Alright guys, let's get right into this review. I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the atmosphere of this restaurant and of course the food, but I would really like to hear your thoughts too, so be sure to leave those down below in the comments. There are so many reasons that I love this restaurant. I don't even know where to begin, but let's start off by taking a look at the atmosphere here at Roundup Rodeo. This is not a character dining meal, so there aren't characters coming around to your tables, there aren't characters that are coming around for photos, but there are so many pictures of different Toy Story characters, different statues of Toy Story characters, and I absolutely love that. If you're anything like me, you love Toy Story. I grew up watching Toy Story. I'm sure many of you also grew up watching Toy Story, so actually being in this environment was so cool. Not only is the scenery super cool here at Roundup Rodeo, but your servers actually play a role in making this such a great dining experience. At different times throughout your meal, there'll be a voice that comes over the speakers in the restaurant, and the voice will say something like, "Toys, Andy's coming." And at that very moment, all the servers will stop no matter what they're doing and they will freeze. And then of course, because we're the toys in Andy's room too, we have to freeze as well. And the whole restaurant just freezes mid-bite, mid-drink, mid-anything. It is so cool. Okay, so I'm not great with rating scales, but I'm going to put a rating scale in for atmosphere. We will say this scale is 0 to 5, 0 being the worst, and 5 of course being the best. I don't know if I'm just being generous here, or maybe I just had a really good time during my experience here at Roundup, but I'm going to give this atmosphere 5 out of 5. I really love the decorations all around. I love the Toy Story theming. I think they did a fantastic job. And not only that, I did also love the interactive element. So when we would all freeze and we would stop because Andy's coming, I thought that was a super cool touch about this restaurant. Now we are likely getting to the part that you've all been waiting for, the review of the food here at Disney's Roundup Rodeo. Now I am going to be honest with you guys, I am a picky eater. I kind of like plain foods. I'm not very outgoing in the food world. But if you're a picky eater, I am sure to find good foods for you in Walt Disney World, so be sure to subscribe because I can always leave a review about simple and plain foods and where to find basic food. Alright, let's get started with the first part of my meal. So they do offer your normal selection of beverages like soda, water, milk, iced tea, things like that, but they do have some $7 refreshments too if you want something a little more exciting. And I got the Partysaurus Tex. This is lemonade in like strawberry puree with gummy worms on top, and I thought this was so good. It was super refreshing, and I will definitely be getting this every time I come back. I love lemonade, so I thought this was just the perfect drink for this meal. Guys, look at how cool this drink is with the gummy worms on top. When the server brought it over to me, she actually told me that she picked the worms out from Andy's backyard and put them right on my drink. This was one of my ultimate favorite parts of this meal, and like I already told you guys, I'm pretty simple, I'm pretty basic when it comes to food, so this probably won't surprise you, but I loved the bread that they brought over to the table first. This is the Prospector's homemade cheddar biscuits. Oh, I love these things so much. I've been looking in my local grocery stores for something similar so I can make it at home. I loved this bread. It did come with sweet pepper jelly, but because I'm not that adventurous with food, I didn't really use the sweet pepper jelly, I just ate the bread plain, and I loved it. Next up, they brought over a watermelon salad and a tomato salad. And surprise, surprise, I didn't eat either of them because I'm not really a fan of those types of foods. But Robbie eats fruit and he eats more food than I do. He's not a picky eater. And he said that the tomato salad and the watermelon salad were both good. And at this point, you're probably questioning why I even made this review because I don't even eat half of the food items on the menu. But no, I really did enjoy the sides. We'll be getting to the sides soon. And Robbie ate the food items, so I can just tell you guys what he said about them. Now let's take a look at the main course. If you don't like meat, they do offer a plant-based trio, so you can get that if you prefer. We got the house smoked items, so that comes out on a big platter, and there are smoked ribs, beef brisket, there's pork sausage, and barbecue chicken, and they do serve it with baked beans. Okay guys, the review of the house smoked items is in. I spoke with Robbie and he gave me all the details on how he felt about this platter of meat. He said that his favorite two items were the barbecue chicken and the beef brisket. He said that those two were really good. He said that the house smoked ribs were pretty average, nothing special, something that you could find somewhere else. But he did say that he was not a fan of the pork sausage. He said that it kind of tasted a little bit charred, a little bit like the grill. We definitely want to hear some of your opinions about the house smoked platter as well, considering I didn't eat it and we only went one time. So what are your thoughts if you went before? Let us know down below in the comments. Okay guys, drum roll please. This is now my favorite part of the meal, which were the sides. I'm a big side eater. I love eating fries, mashed potatoes. Things that come on the side of meals are typically my favorite. So for the sides at Roundup Rodeo, they'll serve you potato barrels, which are tater tots. They have veggie coleslaw, which not a fan of. They had Slinky Dog mac and cheese, which I absolutely loved. This was spiral mac and cheese with crushed goldfish on the top, and that was like such a cool little crunch factor. I really like the Slinky Dog mac and cheese. I would have a whole meal just with that if I could. Next up were the baked beans, but we kind of talked about that already. And then they also had corn on the cob, which was grilled street corn, which was also really good. Okay, now let me be completely honest about one item on the menu that I did not like, that I typically do like. I'm a big fan of baked beans. I love beans. So I was super excited when I saw that they had baked beans on the menu. When the beans ended up coming out with the selection of sides, I was ready to go. I put a lot on my plate. And then I tried them and I did not like them at all. I'm not sure like what style they were or what they cooked it with, but I was not a fan of these baked beans at all. And like I said, I'm a picky eater, so for me, okay, like that might not be a huge surprise for me to not like something on the menu, but even Robbie tried the beans and he thought they were super weird tasting. So I'm not sure if we're just not used to this style of beans or whatever, but I want to hear your thoughts down below, guys. If you've tried the beans at Roundup Rodeo, what did you guys think? And finally, to end the meal, you get to pick one dessert of your choice. So, on the menu, there are 5 different desserts that you can pick from, and whichever one you choose, they'll bring right to your table. So you could choose a lemon and blueberry cheesecake, a chocolate silk pie, an apple pie, a peach strawberry pie, or a cupcake a la forky. We chose to do the cupcake a la forky, and we also did the apple pie. Alright guys, for the final food rating, I would give Roundup Rodeo a 3.5 out of 5. A lot of the food was super good, some of it was a little bit strange like the beans, but overall this was such a fun restaurant to eat at Disney World's Hollywood Studios. Be sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Be sure to leave a like on the video, and most importantly, be sure to subscribe to our BeeKru channel, turn on the post notifications so you never miss a video, and of course, thank you so much for tuning in to BeeKru.